Welcome back to episode of Tuned Engines. On today's episode, we're going to be making this truck's engine bay look way more freaking cooler, cleaner, and a little bit more perfect. So if y'all been seeing this truck build, this is our 1971 C10, which has a 468 big block Chevy producing 600 horsepower to the wheels. I know that's a lot. Basically, we have gotten to the point where we were able to get this truck driving, idling, and basically doing like all the engine stuff it has to do perfectly. We were able to get to stay on and idle for a really long time because if y'all saw in the past, we actually have a few problems with it, like turning off. We had to keep on pressing on the gas pedal. So we got like the mixtures and the carburetor happy and good to go. So now the next thing we have to do is actually go ahead and make this engine bay look really nice, because as y'all see right now, it looks freaking ugly. Like we got wires everywhere. We got to take off old wires from the old engine. We got to put new wires. We got to make it look clean, guys, because here at Tuned Engines we like making everything look good and clean. Okay, so basically what we're gonna have to go ahead and do is all this wiring and relays, we're gonna have to move them somewhere, and basically this is what I have in mind. So I want to go ahead and take off this heater box and the actual fan as well. We're gonna go ahead and remove that. You can go ahead and put some aluminum steel, and make a design so we can put it right there, block it off, and then right here we're gonna go ahead and put all our relays, our fuel pressure sensor adjuster, all that stuff, relays, wires, and everything. And also we might get an MSD box, and we're probably gonna mount it on here as well. Right now that's our biggest concern. We want to get all the wiring out of the way and like done, and making sure that all the wires that we have are the right ones we need, take off any extra ones that we don't need, and then basically I'll go ahead and make this install final. And then the last thing we're gonna go ahead and do after we're done with all that, probably like in another video, is actually go ahead and connect our steering pump. And then on from that, guys, just like buying stuff and making the engine bay look even more cooler. I'm talking about different valve covers, I'm talking about like different air cleaner, like different radiator fans, basically just stuff to upgrade. But for right now, we're gonna go ahead and get all this cleaned up. Hopefully also in the future get the original cluster working again, because right now the only thing we're missing is oil sensor, the oil pressure sensor that doesn't have a connection on the engine yet, and also the water temperature sensor. But that's easy stuff we can go ahead and do later. So let's go ahead and get into the video and start removing all of the extra stuff we don't need after this. Alright guys, now that we got out the heater box, which was annoying, oh my god, I was about to punch my brothers. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this stainless steel thing on. So basically what we're gonna do is cover this up right here. We're probably gonna end up using like the factory holes, like all this stuff right here. We're gonna trace out the design and cut it out. And then I think we might put gasket material in the future too. We'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and cut this. Alright guys, now with that, we're actually gonna go ahead and cut out our first, I guess, cutout that we're gonna be using to block the truck, or the holes in the truck. So we're actually gonna go ahead and be cutting out this hole first. So what I'm actually gonna go ahead and do is put some weather stripping here, like the liquid form, basically it's like a caulking gun and all that. So we're gonna go ahead and put some here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I'm gonna put it like so. I'm gonna trace around it, and I'm gonna use this circle to cover up the hole, because like if I go ahead and do this is a perfect fit right here, guys. As y'all can see, it fits perfectly. So might as well use what we have. And we're gonna go ahead and put it on here and trace it, and then go ahead and cut it out with our scissors. Go ahead and put on this side so I can save as much material. Go ahead and trace around it like. Alright guys, and just like that, we have one piece cut out. Let's go ahead and see how it looks. Alright guys, as y'all can see, the holes right here. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, let's go. Nice. But yep, that came out perfect, guys. As y'all can see, we got one piece done. We're gonna go ahead and do the big one now. I'll leave that for right now. Let me go ahead and get some quick measurements so we can go ahead and trace it over. Alright guys, so we have the other piece on. It's actually easier for me just to go ahead and trace it on top like this. So I'm gonna push down, and I'm gonna go ahead and trace around the whole thing. Then at the end, I'll trim it to like wherever size I need it to be. Alright guys, so I pretty much have everything done. The only thing I have to do is like basically I go ahead and like fix up the corners and sides a little bit. I'm probably gonna go ahead and use my grinder, like with like the disc, and barely touch it so I can get the corners perfectly nice. But basically, so this is how it's gonna look like when it's in the truck installed. I still gotta do a little bit more trimming, but like just barely anything. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is actually go ahead and connect our relay for the fan. I'm actually going to go ahead and put it right here. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and put another relay, which will be for the fuel pump, up here as well. So now that I went ahead and got like some of the parts I need, we're going to go ahead and continue this install. So let's see how far we go ahead and get today. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to finish it just because there's a bunch of wires. But we're gonna try to get as far as we can. We're gonna see if we can get all the electrical, like the fan and the fuel pump, working completely fine. Also, we're gonna connect our new fuel pump regulator as well. We were trying to get this all these cables like sorted out and organized, because this is what really makes the engine look really ugly right now. So we're trying to get that done. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and start running all my wires the way I want them to be, and then we'll go from there. So basically, I went ahead and got one of these like terminal banks right here. So all we have to do is basically connect our 12 volt, and then we can connect any accessory we want to it. So we're gonna go ahead and connect our electrical fan, our fuel pump, and maybe some other stuff that like need a constant power source, but also need a signal switch. So let's go ahead and connect all that. Okay guys, I'm also gonna go ahead and connect our fuel pump relay. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and do that really quick. So let me go ahead and connect the relays that we need, and then we're gonna go ahead and go from there. So yeah, so we got our fan one done. Now we have to go ahead and connect our fuel pump one. Alright guys, now that we're mostly done with like all the cables from this, we're actually gonna go ahead and connect our fuel pump. And I think once we connect our fuel pump, we're actually gonna be I guess done with like this side of the engine. Then we're gonna have to move to that side and continue on. But I don't know if I'm probably gonna let do this another day though, because like it is a lot of work trying to figure out what wires do what. We got it pretty much all like cleaned up. I'm gonna get some like brackets so I can hold these in place, like underneath the engine. That's why I left them really long, so I can put them underneath here. And then yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and connect our fuel pump to right here, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and disconnect these fittings and put different ones that I went ahead and bought, so we can make this install easier. Alright guys, we're actually gonna go ahead and put like these like little brass fittings, just because like the way we're gonna go ahead and put this pump, it's gonna like interfere. So we're gonna go ahead and put these fittings, and we'll see how they perform. If I don't like them, I'm probably just gonna get like a different fuel pump. But we'll see. We'll see how like this works first. Alright guys, so as y'all can see, we basically finished installing like all the new wiring and also moved our fuel pump. Fuel pump is actually gonna go like down here. I just ran out of a fuel hose, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and get some more in the next video. But as y'all can see guys, it looks pretty clean now. We took out the old hero cord and just put like a plate, so we can go ahead and mount more stuff. So we're actually gonna go ahead and mount like a little bit more stuff here. We have another few relays that we have to mount in the future. But for right now, like this engine starting to look really, really cool. I went ahead and I took off all the old cables from the other engine. And now we're gonna go ahead and move to that side of the engine, so we can go ahead and make it cool. And then also we went ahead and like tidy up more of the wires. Let me go ahead and show you how it looks with the cover. So like we made a huge improvement. So we're actually gonna go ahead and do next is I'm actually gonna go ahead and see if I can get new exhaust manifolds and also some new valve covers, because these are ugly. And I'm probably gonna get a new air filter as well, because this one's like a little bit old. So we're gonna go ahead and get new valve covers, probably new manifolds, and then a new air filter. And then I'm also gonna get a new brake booster over there. Not brake booster, but just like a brake I don't know what you call, like those brake things, brake cylinder, master cylinder. But yeah, and then after that, we're gonna go ahead and just like give this engine bay like a good wash down, since we went ahead and like basically tidied up all the wires. We still got some old ones right here, but these are like the ones that go to the starter from the original, from the truck, the original. But most of these are like ready to go, and the truck looks way more better. We're gonna see how it works out, and if we think we can make it better, we will. But for right now, this is how it's gonna be like for a while until we go ahead and start painting this truck, because we're gonna actually start painting this truck soon. And then I think we might also paint the engine bay, so we have to go ahead and take out the engine again. But as always, guys, hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more future content, and I'll see you all next time.